Hello and welcome to another edition of the Eternal Journey and that resolves, and today we're looking at a deck that I actually picked up from Reddit, and this is built all around two cards that sort of work together pretty nicely, and that is the Rat Cage and the Bazaar Stampede. So what we're trying to do here is play a bunch of attachments, and we do get some value from that as well because we've got the Lethrai Courtier, which lets us draw power, so we keep, you know, maybe it's filtering our deck a little bit, but it's helping us just to be able to play as many of these relics as we can, and it helps us get up to the Xenan Obelisk being big. So the more relics we play, the more rats we get. And the more relics we've got, the bigger these rats are going to get when we play Bazaar Stampede, which gives you units +1/+1 for each relic you have with a different name. So if you've got 3 different relics, +3/+3. If you just have like all of the relics, it's like +1,000,000. And because Shepherd Tarn's in here, you should be able to basically deal 1,000,000 to your opponent. So the way that Shepherd Tarn works is we do have Porcelain Mask, and Porcelain Mask gives our units Overwhelm. So Shepherd Tarn won't make the units cheaper in our hand, but we should still gain the free life, so we should be able to like get out of being able to be killed by anyone being generally aggressive. And there's actually quite a lot of good stuff on the Reddit at the moment, so I'll shout out to this person's post. But there's also another thing that's sort of been interesting to me, and that's Pogdi, and they've been sort of like a long time viewer of the channel actually. So it's kind of nice to see them doing well for themselves, and they've managed to write up on Team Rockstar's website basically how they got to Masters from a new player's perspective, like their entire journey all the way down. And yes, sort of interesting. I think that this could be, you know, pretty useful, a nice read for a lot of people who do watch the channel, because a lot of people who watch this, I think they're generally like the more sort of relaxed players, because we're just there to have some fun, you know, figure out what sort of decks we can play and how we can get on. And I know that a bunch of people have sort of reached out to me over like the past year or so and just said like, oh, I picked up one of your decks and I hit Master for the first time. So I really appreciate these sort of stories that people have. So yeah, I should definitely check that out. And yeah, I'm not sure if streaming is something that they're going to be doing, but I know that from the Twitter, I think they've played like other games as well. So maybe streaming might be something that they will be doing. And if it is, I'll be giving them a shout out and you know, get a couple of eyes on some newer content creators, because we do like this sort of stuff. Just gives us more sort of variety. So back to this deck. Just going to switch back to the old game display rather than actual display capture. There we go. I think this deck's cool. It's got ways of tuning up basically a bunch of different kinds of displays. So different kinds of relics actually. So you can display of knowledge in a deck with so many sorts of yeah, it picks up relics, doesn't it? Yeah, so many different kinds of relics, not attachments, because otherwise if we could fetch Permafrost, that'd be kind of nice. It just gives it a lot more utility, and like grabbing Porcelain Mask against like a reanimated deck could be pretty nice as well actually. So let us get onto the ladder. I think this might only be a free gamer, just because I'm not sure how much time I've got left, and I think I do have time to make some more videos tomorrow. So what I'm currently doing is, when I've got time, I'm doing 5-game videos. When I've got a little bit less time, I'm doing 3-game videos, because then I can usually work out so that I can do like a video before like an event. I can do my event and then I can come back and do another video in about the same time as doing like one sort of like 5-game video. So I think it just adds a bit more value and a bit more variety to the channel. So I'm going to take some to the ladder, see how we got on. But yeah, that's it. We'll get to Asintel as well with all those rats. So nice. So we're on the draw. It's not the best. Sort of like luckily as well, I've got a pretty slow, well, pretty quiet mouse. This could be good. If we had like a time source here, I'd keep it, just because like double Courtier is going to be fantastic. But what on earth is going on with elves? Like, with a tribe of can't block, love relics, love spells, love attacking, like, pick something to be good at and just like do the one thing instead of trying to do everything. I felt like it's not got an identity. Yeah, we'll keep this. It seems good. Elvish Swindler as well. It's pretty gas. I will need to take a look at the deck list though, so I can sort of keep in mind what it can actually tutor up. So we're going to some sort of time deck. Basic time. Well, it's going to keep Merchant. There's not much of a decision actually. Also, it's kind of easy to sort of figure out what these decks are actually. Let's play Porcelain Mask first. Oh boy, well. We only get to silence, it doesn't kill. So, what we're going to do is we're going to silence Azindel. Just basically we don't have to deal with that like at any point. And then, because this is like a really specific deck, we can look it up actually really nicely. So, if we look up the cards, Porcelain Mask and also Elvish Swindler, which is not something you're going to see in every deck. I do actually really like Elvish Swindler in like a black market because it can basically... here we go. Capybara, I think it was. Yeah, I think they made the Reddit post. I mean, I'm going to double check just to make sure I get it right. But what have we got in our market that we'd actually kind of like? And maybe I'd like a Shepherd's Horn. No, we can take some time. We'll Crest of Wisdom here. We'll keep the seat. Just play that and then get rid of the time sigil like a power. But let's Porcelain Mask our opponent again. So just got like a Sandstorm Titan and a Desert Marshal. I think I'll silence the Titan because then we can Permafrost it, and that's likely coming up next turn. This is what I call a spell. Maybe it's like secret pages. That seems to make sense for what it could be. So let's just boop that. It's like, get out of here, mate. And now our opponent could silence our Aurelian Merchant. Yeah, that's what they could do. But I'm going to high roll. I don't care. I'm just going to get this. I'm going to grab a Shepherd's Horn. Actually, maybe at this point, because we're going to be getting Rat Cage with the Swindler.
Thank you.
So our opponent's actually going for it, yeah. Oh, this... That's fine. Yeah, I'm on board with this. Don't you worry about me, mate. So, we get to Elvish Swindler, go and get some rats. So, they don't do a great deal yet. But we should be able to make a bunch of rats and just gain like 1 million's lives. Yep, you got me. Not being able to block is probably a bit of a problem. But we get to... So we're just going to tutor, I think. Yeah, let's get a Rat Cage.
Trust in the shadow.
We'll Crest it up. And then Courtier is probably actually really good. We'll keep that. How much value do we lose? Play Rat Cage now. So I guess there's 2 rats. We'll attack with these, I suppose. But because our units have got overwhelmed now, I'm not going to play Pitfall Trap yet. I want to play it when I've got the Shepherd's Horn in play, just because then we'll just gain like millions of lives. And I think at that point we don't really care. That opponent's got a 5-6 in play. It's sort of like okay. Okay, so the Swordboard's kind of nice actually. So we'll play Shepherd's Horn first. We lose a little bit of value, but we gain some more lives. I think we're at the point where we actually care about lives. So I'm going to do this. Ding this for a damage. It's gain 6. So hopefully we sort of like get to gain sort of like a bunch of lives every turn. I mean different as well, so I got 4. So we get +4/+4. So if we get to draw Stampede, we should be able to kill our opponent. I'm not above just attacking and just getting in like 2 points. Kill Swindler, but like whatever. I think we're just going to be able to stay at such a healthy life total now. It should be okay. You take 10, but then next turn probably going to be able to gain a bunch, so probably okay. Also, we perhaps should have used our Pitfall Trap last turn. So it gets pay 1 to draw a card and discard a card. So use only if you played a unit. So that seems kind of easy. Actually, let's play this first. Okay, so we've established the lock. We're just going to gain a million lives a turn. So let us Pitfall trap because we might draw our thing that we need. Equivocate is kind of good. We'll keep that. So what can we do to our opponent? We deal a little bit of damage here actually. Opponent is sort of stuck on like 5. So Xenan Obelisk is kind of scary for us. Well, kind of scary for our opponent actually. I'm just going to hold up Equivocate, keep the Primal Source. That's probably where I actually want to be. I'm willing to take 15. Yeah, I'll take 15. Not super concerned about this. Just want to leave it so that we can actually just kill our opponent. And what do we have here? So now I'm feeling pretty foolish that we didn't play our power, because we could have just like swung. So let's have a look at what we've got on our opponent here. So if we remove the Twin Brood Sauropod, one of our things gets blocked. Basically got 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Can we attack with everything? Okay, so I think we get to kill our opponent. Cool. Let's just boot that. Yeah, we managed to get there. So that was kind of cool. So it looks like this was Cappy's deck. Okay, so we've got the combo card, I guess, the Bazaar Stampede. We've got Swindler, which is kind of slow, but will help us to get Rat Cage. It's a little bit too slow, so I think I will Rejoice actually. Yeah, seems fine. I think it's better than going to 6 at least. This deck's actually really interesting. I'm not sure whether it'd actually want the new promo card. Probably wouldn't. Just because, although you can get it back technically kind of easy because you do have like a lot of relics. We'll keep Hideaway just because it's a relic with a different name. Just making a 2-1's probably okay. Also, later in the game, we can give our merchants +2 power. Yeah. Oh, well, I guess this is the test. We're playing against a Lost Scroll deck. So, I wouldn't put it past our opponent as... Okay, so we want to stop them from getting bar, so... I guess we want to Porcelain Mask so we can hit a merchant. We'll silence the Smuggler, because it might be able to get some sort of Relicate. It can't get bar, but it can get like a single. Single target, pardon me. Single target Relicate is just like whatever. Yeah, I think we're just gonna display it up, I guess. Get our Rat Cages going on. It's actually kind of a nice card, this Display Knowledge. So it can tuck one of our opponent's units, but it can also be a 2 at hand. Giving some of units like Quick Draw is actually kind of nice. So you can give it to Vara, and then in this position should be a 7/6 deadly Quick Draw, and just like it's never dying in combat. So we'll go and grab a Rat Cage here. I suppose we've established the lock. We've got the Obelisk here. So our opponent's got a lot of lifesteal. Like a lot. So we do need to deal with the Vara. We can perhaps race past the Hidden Mode Smuggler. But Vara's going to be a bit of a problem, so that's probably just going to get like Equivocate next turn. I'm going to assume that our opponent has traded away like the Silenced Smuggler, just because like a 3 cost 2 food, that's like that little wolf in Primal, the Shadow Pact Alpha or something. Oh, we're just on like Merchant Tribal. Good. That's a little strats that we got. Okay, so this is kind of interesting. Don't like Cobalt, it's not going to do anything anyway. So we do just want to equivocate this, I guess. It's just trying to work out like the most effective way. I suppose to play Rat Cage. We don't get to draw our power off Lethrai, but we do get to just boot this with the Equivocate. next time draw power gets to play Courtier with Xenan Obelisk. Also, it's being like the top power rather than just like top Sigil. It's pretty potent because you can just like hit Crest with it. Ugh. Well, boy, do I feel smart and thin. Like, yeah, nope. Yep, you got it. So maybe this is just like a theme with this deck where you just feel like you're just being absolutely smashed and then all of a sudden something exciting happens. I'm going to play Courtier. I can block this. So I kind of want the Obelisk because it makes us 2/2/2s as well as making our board like actually kind of impressive. Ah, bugger. Well, this will teach us, but because I wanted to tutor up the Stampede, this is maybe okay. Stampede is currently only +3/+3, which isn't millions, but compared like with the Obelisk, it's actually kind of a lot. Can't block there. If we go to a torch, we go to a torch. That's sort of like, that's fine. I think this is just sort of too potent. So what's going on here that we can actually... Okay, so we can play Hideaway. Cool. Well, we're going to start by trading. And Aznel probably would be eventually good. I think we're just going to have to try and stay alive, so... Kill that, 'cause that's like the first part of the plan. If our opponent plays Rizan, we're dead, yeah. So what my plan was, if they just didn't have exactly Rizan, was to obviously kill that, sort of survive by jumping with the 2-1, blocking with the 0-4. Then we get to play the Shepperton. I think we'd be able to stabilise from there. Okay, well, we've got Courtier, but no relics to speak of. We don't have display knowledge, but I don't think we can get there. We're at the play, though, so that's kind of potent for us. Also, like, got the combo. Rat Cage plus Pitfall Trap. Hopefully, if this gets to kill something, I'm feeling pretty juiced. I mean, I understand why rats can't block, but I can't get behind it. Well, there's nothing to wallop with Hideaway, so I think I'm just going to play Mask. Okay, so Initiate and Valkyrie. So I'm going to guess if our opponent's gone for like the Justice on one, they wanted to play Icaria, so yeah, let's just silence that just so it's just like a 2-cost 1/1. It's probably fine because they'd like a Initiate to have taken that, but I think Valkyrie is probably the more problem card of the two. Okay, so also because we've got Pitfall Trap, I'm just going to play Hideaway. It's getting like millions of bodies across the board. It's kind of nice. So the deck designer here actually put like a reasonable amount of thought into this, which I'm so happy with. Okay, so I've probably got the time source now, so we should have quite a lot covered. I'm going to keep the Pitfall Trap back just because I do want to use it to kill the Initiate, but I might change my mind on that actually. I might just work towards getting this Bazaar Stampede going. Yeah, let's do that. We'll boot this, it guarantees we're getting for damage. Then we'll Pitfall Trap, just to sort of like see what we get here. And Permafrost, nah. I'd rather just make sure we hit all our power. So it's sort of like a bit of an aggressive deck actually that's just attacking from like a really sort of interesting angle. The angle being like one was it can't block. But actually got quite a lot of value off this Rat Cage. And our +4/+4 currently. Okay, so I probably could have got like Disjunction here. It's sort of fine, but it's not like the worst. I assume they just get Rat Cage.
Time quickens.
So I think this is kind of interesting actually. So we'll Shepperton here. This will let us loot as well. which is kind of ideal. So let's get in there. So the opponent could also have gotten like a Sword Unity, but they've not got the double time. I'm going to Pitfall though. Actually, Courtier is kind of important, isn't it? It's going to let us hit our powers. Because we do need 5 for the Stampede. I mean, technically, a Relay Merchant is the 5th. I suppose we'll get rid of Courtier. Because then, if our opponent doesn't hit the time this turn, but they hit next turn, we could maybe hold up Equivocate. Okay, so Tulot would be a bit of news. Okay, turning cost, fine. I'm okay with this. If it was Tulot, we were just like basically dead, but yeah, this is fine. Looks like, unfortunately, our opponent's sort of just screwed here, really. It's not the best. I don't really like winning those games. I mean, we might not win this game, so let's just attack off. And we are sort of banking that our opponent isn't playing Harsh Rule, but I think if our opponent was playing Harsh Rule, then like, I mean, this is okay. So this is important to them rather than the damage. Get rid of the seat. We will get Bazaar Stampede. And then we'll just loot. May as well. If you just may as well loot. Actually, this is now guaranteed, so we'll get rid of the Equivocate. And I will play the Time Sigil, just because this means that even if this dies, it's silenced or whatever, we still get to play Bazaar Stampede for +5/+5, which should basically kill everyone off this board. Even through a Tulot, because Tulot means that they have to play something and attack with it. Yeah, so Tulot, we get to beat Tulot now, because like we're gonna be able to deal more than this. Like, yeah, no blocks. So Tulot obviously has to like be sort of always in your mind there. And Bazaar Stampede just +5/+5. Get some spooky damage there. The old 4-9. Nice. Yeah, unfortunately, our opponent sort of they just missed on time for too long. I'm guessing the hand was just absolutely packed with good stuff that they couldn't do. But you know, just sort of happens in games with resource systems, I guess. Okay, so there we have it. That was the Reddit Rat sort of attachment deck, and it's actually pretty cool. I did like the Lethrai Courtier. Just really helps you. It's got like obviously got synergy with the deck because it cares about relics, but because it's just going to keep drawing your power every time you play like a relic, it's going to be able to help you make Pitfall Trap really good, just because you're always going to have that spare card to be able to just discard it, draw a new card, and just get a little bit closer to the Bazaar Stampede, just to like, out of nowhere, just like deal 30 damage to your opponent and just kill him. I was kind of interested with Rat Cage. Sadly, the other rat card, like the Sewers, just doesn't synergize with this whatsoever, because if you have 2 rats, you have to sacrifice it. But as more relics get printed, you know, this card's only going to get better. For some reason, like, I can't block. If there's someone who's just like a relic that had some sort of beneficial effects, but it made that when you play units, they get silenced, that'd be really sweet. That's my kind of combo. So this deck was interesting. I'd like to see what this deck builder has got like to sort of offer in the future, because this was really nice. You know, a lot of it just really works together. And like when I first saw Bazaar Stampedes, I just like disenchanted every single one of them, so I just didn't think they were going to be good. But altogether, there's just a lot going on, a lot of really minor synergies like that just help work towards like this end game. But anyway, thanks for watching. I've been That Resolves. I'll see you around.